This is from the word problem. Should you play Minecraft, or should you study for the WPR, or should you do some combination of both? What I'm going to do right now is not show you how to set up that problem, because that's part of that board sheet, but I'm going to show you instead how to solve that problem. And this is the graphical method, and it only works when you have 2 by 2, 2 equations, 2 unknowns type of thing, 2 decision variables, so you can plot things on a plane. And the reason it on a Cartesian plane, not the plane that's in 3 dimensions. But let me draw up for you the problem and where we are on it. So if I have X, in this case was hours spent on homework, and Y was hours spent on Minecraft, and you want to maximize your WPR3 score, and it turns out you're trying to maximize this guy, 60 plus 2.5x minus 8y. This is your objective function. This is what you want to maximize, is your WPR score. And you have these constraints. And the constraints are x plus y is less or equal 30, x is bigger equal 8, x is bigger, y is bigger equal to a quarter of x, and y is less or equal 10, and x and y are non-negative. So these are the list of all the conditions. So step 1 is to plot the feasible region, which comes from these inequalities. That's the rug on the floor. And how do you plot that? Well, that's all high school algebra, and I'm going to go through every detail of this so that you have it in a recording of what to do. To do this by hand, you actually have to solve every one of these with the boundary and the shading. So I'm going to label them so I don't get lost. 5 is easy. 5 is just the top quadrant. So when I draw my graph, I'm going to just only have the top upper right quadrant. Now, this is easy too. That's 5. 4 is that y has to be less or equal to 10. Let's see, I'm going to go in terms of 5s. 5, 10. Here's my y is 10. That's y equals 10. And now I'm going to use a different color to shade in y values that are less than 10. I use words instead of formulas. So y values that are less than 10. Here's a y value that's less than 10. It's this area right here. So this is y less or equal to 10. That's 4 and 5. I'm lazy. I go with the easy things first. Number 2 is easy as well. X has to be bigger equal to 8. So let's see. I'm going to make my x values go up by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. So my x values have to be bigger than 8. Here is x equals 8. X being bigger than 8 is to the right. I'm going to use a different color to shade that. So you can actually bring in more colors to your test. I recommend it actually. Bring in color pencils, whatever you need. So here's the region x is bigger than 8. So I've got this one, I've got this one, and got this one. Now, number 1, that has to be solved for y. It's not solved for y. So I'm going to solve number 1 for y. Y is less than or equal to minus x plus 30. Y-intercept is 30. X-intercept is 30. I can see that right away. look at all those algebra skills that I have that I'm using. This is really why we want algebra skills. If I've got the skill, it means I've used it. I don't learn anything unless I'm using it. So here's my y-intercept, and my x-intercept is going to be way down somewhere here. I'm just going to hypothetically make a dot way off on the corner. So this is going to be 30 over here. And I'm going to draw this line. I drew it so that it actually crosses at 10. I don't necessarily know that it does that. If I plug in x equals 10, I get 20. That's not quite right. So I'm going to make this graph a little bit better so it necessarily doesn't cross at 10. It crosses over here at 20. This. So it's a little bit more steep looking. And the way I read this is my line. That's the line. The y value's below that line. Well, that's giving me, I'm running out of colors, but I have an orange here. So the y values below that line are here. It's my orange. And then my last one I have to deal with is y bigger or equal to a quarter x. That has a y-intercept at 0, and it is going up. So when I graph that, let's see, when x is 4, y is 1. So it's like this. It's a really flat looking line like this, somewhere like this. And these are the y values that are bigger than the line. So this is the line. This is how I think of it in words. That's the line. The y values that are bigger than the line are above this line. So let me see if I have one more color somewhere here. I have a green. So y value is bigger than this line. Is this. The feasible region is the shared region by all of them. So where I see that shared region is going to be, I can see where everything has a color. It's kind of hard to see because I've drawn it so messy, but looks like it's this region right here. It's like a little trapezoid. Like that. So you need to draw that. So I'm actually going to stop this video. This is only about plotting the feasible region. And then step 2, we'll go to step 2 is finding the corner points.